another franchise mode with your Philadelphia Flyers, and send up to the trade deadline, and with our young team, or we really just restructured team from year number 2. This year 3 team is straight up different and completely different, but we're 73 points, third in the Metropolitan. Duchesne's killing it. The whole team's doing well. What we seen in the last video was that Isaiah Fletcher, 30 goals already as a rookie. 30 goals on the third line with Perez Hagen and Cates. So the whole discussion we had for a while was, would we move on from Cates being our third line winger, maybe moving him down, get rid of Tumala or Forrester to get someone like a Peyton Krebs. But honestly, I think we need to pivot to a different point, because no more plus chemistry on the second line, because Couturier lost his X factor. What I was thinking is, well, that loses the X factor, so I don't want to do that. So Couturier just doesn't fit with his coach, straight up. But we're not going to get rid of him. Our captain, and he has a huge contract left. But I was thinking maybe getting a new number 2 center instead of Couturier, but that's not really realistic considering we can't get rid of him, and he's just that awful contract. So we'll have to stick it out. Someone else we talked about getting rid of was Owen Tippett, 27 years of age, had a really good year last year with 37 goals, but didn't grow at all. Only is still an 84. 7 years left though remaining on this contract. It'd be tough to move Owen Tippett, considering that we have 2 snipers already in Bobby Brink and Isaiah Fletcher. Tippett's kind of the odd man out. We don't need 3 snipers on the team, because we go to the power play to Brink Fletcher. We can move one of them to the second power play, because Tippett power play points 7 all year. Let's compare him to Brink, 21. Fletcher, 15. So it just doesn't make sense for Tippett to be on the team still, and he's 27 years of age. He's still got a good shot, so I think a team would take him on. $6 million for a second line sniper is pretty good in this day and age. So I think if we can flip Tippett to a player who fits the second line better, that would be really nice. Like a playmaker or another power forward, if you will. I just think Tippett's not going to fit. He's just not. I mean, he's simming decently, but again, he's not growing, so there's no reason to keep him. He's coming off a 37 goal year, and he's still on pace to hit around 30. So I think we'll still be able to move him out of town. Anything else I want to look at before we jump in the trade deadline? Contract-wise, we haven't really looked at this too much throughout the season. Duchesne wants to stay. Joshua wants to stay. Tumala, Andre, Peak, Paling. Listen, we'll wait on all of those. Duchesne, I'd be interested to see what he wants. About the same what he gets now, a little bit of a pay cut. Dakota Joshua. Really good money for a second line power forward, so we'll wait on him. But before we jump into it, let's look at progress guys. Brink 21, all statistical growth. Joshua, all statistical growth. Shane got statistical growth, that's good. Bane, oh no, he lost statistical growth. Whoa. Something to look out for. Michelli gained statistical growth. Swayman lost statistical growth. That is not good. Why? He's playing better than he did last year. Now, where is our boys at? How in the hell does Fletcher have none? It's 30 goals. That makes no sense. Even Perez Hagen got better. Natural growth. Interesting. Okay. So again, Tippett could be moved. Before we jump in the deadline to save time, let's just browse the trading block, see who's on there at the moment. Anaheim, Fowler, Gudas, Shillington, Strome, Killorn, Shillingston, or Strome is kind of interesting. Not seeming the best, honestly. That's an interesting player alongside of Couturier, Joshua. Arizona, nobody we really wanted to go, heavy. Nobody from Boston. Krebs is not on the trading block, so there's no reason for us to. Yeah, they don't want to get rid of him. Krebs is off the table. Iafallo, Coleman, no. China, Chicago, nobody. Colorado, Columbus. Mesnikov we were talking about, but you know, honestly, Noah Cates is playing just fine alongside of them. McDonald. Detroit, Patrick Kane. That's nuts. We're gonna acquire a player, it's someone who can play now and longer, not just for 1 year. Love you, Showtime, but no. Ready for Edmonton, Florida, nobody. LA, nobody. Minnesota. No. Gallagher, no, 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 no. Smashville, nobody. Devils, nobody either. Islanders. Nope. Chitrin. Ooh. We just don't have the assets to go to a top player like that at the moment. I'm not jeopardizing our future. Seattle. Cam would fit really good as their second line center. Playing good too. Even on the wing, he would work. Wouldn't mind Jared McCann. He's 29. He could play here for a few years. Not that old. Like a 35, 36-year-old like Kane. There. Nobody for Vegas. Ovechkin's available. Yeah, okay. And I'm being the one who takes the grade 8 away from Washington. McCann alongside Couturier and Joshua, or McCann on the first line with Brink and Shelley. No, because Duchesne's there. We don't really want to mess that up. 21 goals already, 56 points. See what it would look like, the trade value. Why would they want to move off of him? They're playing well. It has no trade value. We have no one to go after him. We're not getting any of these guys. No. No, not gonna happen. Be nice, but not gonna happen. Cam Fowler was interesting, honestly, for defense. Him and Cam York playing together, moving down peak to the third defensive pair with Andre. That wouldn't be awful, honestly. York and Peak play well together. Or not play well together, they have good chemistry. I think York's plus minus was like awful. See, he's only -2. It was worse than that. What is Peak's? Well, he's only played 14 games, come back from that serious injury, so. No, man, we're not making any moves. There's no reason to jeopardize our future. So, can move to the trade deadline. Maybe someone else will be available. If there's not, we'll just jump out of it, because I think we should just stay put, to be honest with you. Go ahead and advance the game. There are conservative buyers, but we are not interested in 100% making a move. Rasmus Anderson's available. That's a big time player, but again, we don't have the assets. Jacob Chitrin would be nice, but free agency for Chitrin probably, because we don't have what it takes really to get him. We were looking at McCann, same thing there. Sharon Govich, trade value's too high. Would like to move on from Tippett if we get an NHL player back. It's still the only thing I haven't looked at yet. JVR, he's coming off a... Am I tripping? JVR, if I'm correct, had 50 goals last... Yeah, 50 goal. Last year trade there. Strome went to Ottawa for Artem Zub. JVR back in Philly. God, he got a superstar ability to have 50 goals. 1-year deal. Would they be interested in Tippett? A younger player? 7 years is so ridiculous. A younger player though to go. He fits the ages of Kairu and Thomas. If they get rid of JVR, we don't have any other wingers, so that would make sense. But JVR's value is pretty high. Markey, no. Oliver Bonk, kind of want to wait on. Madden, no. McBain, no. Barkey. Barkey in there, and then maybe a round pick. I would probably go through Tippett, Barkey in a 4th, and now they're interested in Tippett after making a trade. So they're interested in Tippett. Younger player for JVR. Who can fit in with us. We don't need another sniper, but he's simming well, and he can fit in on the power play. Because what's his power play look like? How many points he spent on the power play? 10 points. About the same as Tippett, I think. And Tippett's only got 7 and 1 power play goal. Tippett, Barkey in a 4th for JVR. Will it go through? Trade accepted. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in St. Louis, so we're accepting your trade offer. JVR is back in Philadelphia. We will take that, and that's the only move we're going to make, because that's who we really wanted to get rid of. If we could approve, and we did. So what we're going to do is, we're going to exit the deadline, and then we'll go look at all of the trades that happened, and then we'll have to mess with our lineup. Colin Blackwell's available, no. Alright, right here. Let's see what happened. So a 3rd, a 4th, and McLeod goes to Arizona, or no, goes to the Islanders from Arizona for a 3rd and a 3rd. Nick Bjorkstad in a 5th goes to Colorado from Arizona for Callum Ritchie and Brendan Davidson. The Devils acquire a 3rd and 4th and Robinson from St. Louis for Hamianhaho and Pierce Carlson. Minnesota gets Scott Mayfield and William Ranger from the Islanders for Frederick Gaudreau and a 4th. San Jose gets a 3rd, a 2nd, and Tia Fincy from Winnipeg in exchange for Mario Fierro and a 4th. Edmonton acquires Jake Wallman and Michael Carcone from Detroit for a 2nd, 4th, and Wayner. Winnipeg gets a 3rd and Luke Shin for Barlow and Petrov. The Islanders acquire Appleton a 7th and Jordan Greenway for OEL in a 3rd. There's a big trade. 3rd rounder Tierney in a 6th for Tyson Barrie as he goes to Seattle. The Devils acquire Connor Ingram for Emil Hemming in a 2nd. There's a big goalie trade. Right there is the trade for Blackwell. Beauvillier and Decisions goes to Columbus for a 2nd and 3rd, and Lalonde. There's our pick for JVR for Tippett, Barkey, and a 4th. Minnesota gets a 2nd and a 3rd, and Pesca as Toronto loads up with Philip Gustafson to be their starting goaltender. Requires Perron, Pyribrix, and a 5th for a 2nd and a 3rd. Any other trades? There is the Abel Cabell trade, and there's the Strome for Artem Zub and a 4th. So I think we made the biggest splash. Toronto and New Jersey did too, make some pretty splashes though. So let's mess with our lines. Plus 5 up top if we leave JVR with Brink and Duchesne. I don't take that away though. They're playing so well together. Look at Michelli. Couturier, Joshua, yeah. Yep, so boom. That. There's your lines up. So Joshua, Couturier, JVR. Defensively, Sanheim, Drysdale, Peak, York, Kolachuk, Zamula. Same. Scratch players, Sealer, Paling, Zamula. Power play. JVR can be your net front presence. But Fletcher not even on here? Fletcher has 15 power or 13 power play goals. We're not taking him off the first unit. We're keeping that unit together. Power play 2 struggled, so we'll go Couturier, JVR, Joshua York. Actually, let's put Pop for a big slap shot. Fine with that, because JVR does his best work in front of the net anyway. So, James Van Riemsdyk, welcome back to Philadelphia, baby. Alright, 4-on-4, actually. Only kill. Pairs Hogan and McBain. Peak and Sanheim, I like that. Cates, Couturier, Drysdale, Andre. Can't put both of them. No, I would rather do that because I don't want York with him. Mala, Forrester, York, and Shinnok. That's fine. And GVR, no. Chile, Couturier. Face-offs. Saving overall face-offs with Michelli and Sanheim. York, JVR. There is the team for the rest of the year. After the trade deadline, we acquired James Van Riemsdyk for Owen Tippett. That's basically what we just did. We just upgraded that sniper position. And again, I know we don't need 3 snipers, but JVR's superstar abilities is amazing. And he's already at 34 goals, so he's simming well. And back in Philadelphia. Let's go. Oh, we can just sim against Toronto. See what that looks like. They're a pretty damn good team. And they just picked up Gustafsson from Minnesota. So, after acquiring JVR, Gustafsson and net for Toronto. Let's see what happens. First period, 1-1. Kampf on Swayman. Wall starting the game, so Forster gets one on him, the 4th line. Second period, Tavares and Michelli, baby. Okay. Yes, Michelli gets one. And Perez Hogan on Justin Wall. Comes back from injury and gets a fucking snipe-a-doodle. But Dmitry Orlov on Swayman, okay. And Kampf on Swayman. Let's jump in. 4-3. Let's see all. We're gonna see as many teams as we can. Go alternate. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys like jumping into as many games, but I think it just builds character and storylines in the universe. So there's JVR, number 1 rated player. Oh, short on the bench. So Michelli, Duchesne, Bobby Brink against Matthews, Nyes, and Nylander. Here's Dmitry Orlov, where he has 1 goal, but Bobby Brink doing the back check. Brink up to Matt Duchesne. Duchesne waiting, all the way up to Drysdale, to Bobby Brink. Brink waiting. Oh, no, it's Duchesne. Duchesne tried. The Forsberg couldn't get it through. York down low, getting pressed by Matthews, but Orlov up to Matthews. And here comes Austin Matthews. Best shot in the NHL this year officially. To Orlov, good save by Swayman. Alright, let's get... I hear Go Leafs Go chant in the building in NHL 24. That's realistic at least. That's realistic. Here's all your 30 goal scorers. Here's your scoring. And here's Perez Hogan, Cates and Fletcher. Fletcher at 30 goals, 31 goals already. Drysdale. Jimmy Drysdale up to Perez going. To Fletcher. Here's Fletcher. Good play by Morgan Riley. Just pushes the puck in the corner. Here's Matthews on Drysdale. He gets a piece of him and he just dumps it. And that's a boarding. They won't call it. What a dirty hit. Oh, and holy shit, Isaiah Fletcher just lays out Mitch the Bitch Marner. Here's Cates to Fletcher. Holy shit, physical game. Up to Fletcher. All the way over to Perez going. He loses the puck, but he's big body. Gets it back. And loses it to Domi. Alright. Second line out there. Defense out there. Andre and Sanheim. Here's Jan Kruk. He's walking in. What the fuck was that, Andre? You just let him walk in on your goaltender? Jesus. Stops. Andre just watches. Reacts very late. Snipe on Swayman. That's embarrassing right there. Okay. Andre's back out there. Redeem yourself, rookie. Couturier, Joshua with JVR. Here is the code of Joshua. Stopping. All the way to Andre. His shot blocked. Oh, hits his own man. Andre had a chance there. Good play by the code of Joshua. Here's Couturier. Couturier dangling. To Joshua, he scores! The code of Joshua with a slap shot from Captain Couturier's 18th of the season. We're still in this game. Not over yet. Look. Lilligren's like, oh no, fuck JVR. JVR net prep presence. Screens. Joseph Wall. Look at that. Big bomb on Wall. There you go, boys. There you go. Second line staying out there against their third with Ferris Camp. And Philadelphia will win another faceoff. Here's Andre Couturier, the captain. Captain over to Kovalchuk. Dakota Joshua. To Couturier. Couturier, waiting. Joshua, his shot save made by Wall. Good play set up there. Like that. Let's go first line. Second line out there. Did Peak get in the fight? I haven't seen him out there yet. No, he's there. Okay. So Duchesne, Michelli Brink, Peak, and Cam York. And here comes Morgan Riley. Riley carrying it in. Over to Lilligren. Lilligren's shot hits the post. Get it out. Get it out, boys. Turns it over to Camp. Peak, good physicality play. Here's Riley with a slapper block. Tavares. You know how dangerous he is. It goes out. We get our Perry one out. And Duchesne with a nice steal. Michelli. His shot save made by Wall. All over the corner. Duchesne fighting for it. Up top of Drysdale to Brink. His shot save made. Alright, let's go to the third line. No. We just got JVR. Come out there. Poirier, Joshua, JVR. Joshua. Vanheim and Drysdale. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left to tie the game. Poirier to Drysdale. He tries a weak backhander. Drysdale, he tries shooting again. Sanheim. Drysdale's got the puck, fighting for it with Nylander. McCabe takes it out. McCabe gets space. He has speed. Trying to pass it. Looks for a pass. He gets one to Nimula. Big save by Swayman. Save. Okay. Third line out there. Big save by Jeremy Swayman. There's Hogan, Kate Fletcher, Matthews, Nylander, nice. Okay, Cam York with the puck, getting pressured by Austin Matthews. Good play by Paris Hogan, then chip up the boards. Here's Noah Cates. Dangerous pass to Paris going, and he can't locate it. Loses it to Matthews in front of the net, to Nylander to Matthews, and they score, but no goal. That's goal interference. They call it off immediately. Yeah, that's goal interference. That's the most goal interference I've ever seen. All right. Still 1-goal game. Bad play there by Cates. Says, oh, I'm not getting traded. I'm going to stay. Oh, God. Another dangerous play. Fletcher up the board to Cates. Finds Pears going. Let's see what he can do. Tries to windmill around Riley. That's going to be tough. But Cam York, well, he had the puck. Loses it to Riley. Max Domi. Peek up top of Cates. Cates on Pears going. He's got to break away. Loses it. Cates. Can't get it through. Okay, change. Second line up there. Oh. Whoa. That was a clusterfuck right there. Yonkroft. JVR. Here we go. You go to Joshua. Put Toronto back out. A minute left. We're going to pull Swayman. We're going to wait till we get back in the offensive zone. Keeps turning it over. 41 seconds, but Joshua, okay. Have to now. Gotta pull Swayman now. Couturier, the captain. His shot save made by Wool. Gabe with the puck. We get pressure on him, and here's Couturier, the captain. Oh, loses it to Nimula. The Camp shoots wide. Sanheim with the puck. to Drysdale. We got one more push in us. JVR to the captain. He takes a huge hit. Couturier shot save made by Wall. 2 seconds left. And the Flyers will fall to Toronto at home. Exciting game. Good goal by Joshua. But will fall to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alright. Let's go a few weeks here. See how we simulate with JVR in the lineup instead of Tippett. Weeks Detroit. We lose Detroit, but we win at home against Boston. Swayman gets his revenge finally. Beat the Islanders twice. Beat Pittsburgh. Lose 5-0 to New York. Get shut out 2 games in a row. Okay. Still third in the Metro. Oh man, we gotta change up some. We scored 1 game in the past 5. Or 1 goal in the past 5 games. Let's do... Fuck it. We're just gonna do +5. That for now. +5. Let's see how they do for a few games. See if we just win with the +5. JVR to the top line. Moving Michelli down 1. Carolina. Beat them. Beat Tampa. Beat Buffalo. We're not changing it yet. Another win. Beat Ottawa. Beat Pittsburgh. Beat Florida. Finally lose New Jersey, but we've won. We've won how many in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row with that top line. We're gonna keep it together for now. Columbus and Boston. Lose 9-2. I would like to maybe jump in the last game of the year. Duchesne, 85 points. Let's see what's on the line in the last game. Any special markers? Bobby Brink, 77 points. Drysdale, 67. JVR, 40 goals. Couturier, 62. Kelly, 61. Sanheim, 60. Fletcher at 35 goals. What a rookie year for Isaiah Fletcher. Joshua at 23. Cates, 39. Pairs going at 14-14. Good for Swayman. We'll look at the final stats here in a little bit. But let's see what happens in the last game of the year. Alright, here we go, boys. We're in New Jersey. First period, 1-1. Brink and Nemec. Okay. Second period. There you go, Bobby Brink. 2 goals. Let's see what happens here in the third. If it's a tie game, we'll jump into it. Last game of the year. Power play for New Jersey. Don't tie. 10 minutes left. Swayman. Stand tall, Jeremy Swayman. 5 minutes left in Philadelphia. It's final game of the year. Minutes left. JVR gets his 41st of the year. Dakota Joshua scores on Ingram. 4-1 victory for your Philadelphia Flyers. Clinched the playoffs earlier on. We made it for the 2nd year in a row. Did not expect this to happen, but we have a decent team. Led by our rookies, led by Bobby Brink, JVR coming in. Brink had a really good year again. What a player Bobby Brink has become. Duchesne, a great year of JVR. Really happy with how everything turned out. What I was thinking, though, in the playoffs we start to struggle. We can do an all-defensive second line. And Shelley down here. But for now... JVR doesn't make it to +5. Or no, you know what? What we'll do is we'll do this, and if we have to, we can put them back together. Ailing, Zamula, Sealer. Yep, it's gonna be our team going in the playoffs. Let's go. First off, is that everyone's games? Yep, all the games are done. So let's go look at the stats for the entire year. Here's your final stats for the Flyers. Fletcher, 59 points exactly. What a year for him. Alright, goaltenders. 38, 23, and 3 with 2 shutouts for Jamie Swayman. That might be Vesna. Let's go look at the entire league. Stuart Skinner had a really good year, but when it comes to save percentage among starters, it's Jeremy Swayman. Lowest goals against among starters, Swayman. Should be Jeremy Swayman, but we'll see what happens. Points, Austin Matthews wins to Art Ross. Here's all the players, Bedard, Shifley, Pavelski, McDavid, Mol. Leader is Pasternak at 61. Matthews. Harry hit 53. Ovechkin, Bedard. Defensively, point-wise, Carlson probably wins the Norris, 92 points at 35. Quinn Hughes at 87, 82 for McCarr. Fox, Heiskanen, Dobson, Dunn all hit 70. Drysdale was right there. If he played another 10 games, he might have been up here. Skaters. Yep. Fletcher should win the Calder, but Gord Blacker had a really good year too. 31 goals. So did Caden Lindstrom. It should be Isaiah Fletcher though. Happens. Rookie goalies. And then Dennis Hildeby had a good year. Alright. Now let's go look at the players. Arizona Coyotes. Farabee only had 48 points and 14 goals. Glad we moved on from Joel Farabee. Who's the other team? Boston, yep. Konechny. 66 points and 21 goals. They have Swayman and Konechny. They wanted him really bad though, so we'll take that all day. There's Konechny. Oh, fuck, wrong button. Winnipeg and Vancouver. Oh, and St. Louis were Tippett. Tippett, how many goals did he have? Tippett had 6 points in 21 games with St. Louis. Glad we moved on from him. Vancouver from Morgan Frost. Frost had a decent year. 49 points, 18 goals. Pretty good for Morgan Frost. What they signed him to? 3 times 5.5, not bad. And then Winnipeg for Scott Lawton. 43 points, 12 goals. Kind of a step back year for Scott Lawton, but we're happy with what we had. So there's your final stats. Let's see who we're taking on in the playoffs, and we'll see you guys for the round number 1. Who will it be? Will it be Pittsburgh again? Yes, it will. The Battle of Pennsylvania's back. We're a better team. They're also a really good team. We'll take a look at the lines in the next video. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, round number 2.